Are you two ready to talk to some listeners here?
I'm so excited.
All right. So the first person we're going to call is Emily. And Emily is...
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
She's 31, and we're calling her, and she's in Houston.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. It's like Skyping somebody for the first time.
I think it's going to be amazing.
You think? Okay.
Yes, and you're going to give amazing advice.
Okay. No.
Hello.
Hey, Emily.
Hi,
Emily.
I'm just kidding.
You knew we were going to
That's
call.
not funny.
No, that would...
Hello.
Oh, we're having way too much fun here right now, Emily. But Shane Dawson is here. Shane Dawson is an incredible. I don't even know how to describe you. Well, how do you describe yourself, Shane, as far as your profession goes?
I feel like a multimedia superstar.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know.
hot.
Ooh.
And
I looked him up on YouTube. I watched some of his videos
sorry.
today. You're very captivating, and you're very talented at getting your point across in a very relatable way. How about that?
Wow. Thank you. I'm going to put that on my Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Also, that was terrifying when you were crying because I was like, what if we randomly called her at the same moment she found out like her dog died or something, and then we'd have to deal with it. That would be awful.
Well, oh my gosh.
But we'd give you great advice.
Emily, we're going to try and give you great advice right now on your situation. So a simple...
even if it's not great, I'll take it.
Oh well, we're gonna try either way.
It will be. I'm so sorry.
I think
I've
it will
had a couple
be.
glasses of wine myself.
You
so
good for
be
you.
patient with me.
No, we're always patient with all of our listeners. So Emily, a simple disagreement with a friend has now turned into something so much bigger. Tell us what happened. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay, so I wrote this down so I would be able to pull it up. Okay, so 2 years ago, a few of my closest friends got together and said, let's throw a baby shower, or what we call a baby sprinkle down here in the South, for somebody who's had a baby before and it's not appropriate to throw them a shower. We throw them a sprinkle. It's like a little less intimate. And so one of them took charge and said, I'm going to throw it. It's not a big deal. It's going to be super laid back. No stress. It's just, we're going to have people come over and bring casseroles, and we're going to stock her fridge. It's called a stock her fridge sprinkle. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Let's do it. But then it kind of blew up into a much bigger thing. So it was kind of like a bait and switch. And this is all done through email. So, I've gone back to it and just read her words just to make sure that I wasn't, overreacting. But it was pretty much like she said, it's no big deal. It's no stress. Don't even stress about it. And then I go back and I read, she warns us saying, I'm going to be sending out a barrage of emails, and I want all of your ideas. I want, your responses to all my ideas. And I was just taken aback because at the time I was in a really low place, and she knew this. So just so you know, when I get to the next part, because then it got kind of crazy where she wanted to get our input on Etsy invitations. Would send 9 invitations to get our input on, with a paragraph description under each one of them. She wanted to do a photo booth. She wanted me to take pictures of our friend with each guest. She wanted a cake. She wanted to do the 20-mile transport of the meals right after. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it's just, it was a lot. And I would have been happy to do it. I want to make that really clear. I would have been so happy to do it. But it was just really out of left field that all of this came up, and it was overwhelming. So I thought, okay, I'm going to talk to her. Like, we're really close friends. I've known her for a while. I'm going to say, hey, I have some concerns, some valid concerns, and let's talk about it. And so I wrote her an email, and the response that I got was devastating.
What did she write? What did she say?
She started it out saying, I'm sorry, but at this point I've completely is in all caps, lost my ability to be nice or even civil about this. Do you really think that I would plan a shower like this without first checking with, blah, blah, and kind of addressing each one of my questions in a really respectful but bitchy manner.
To the entire group, not just you, but to the entire group.
Oh yeah. So our other friend was copied on this too. And then, she says, I'm not sure why you say this started out as something different than it is now. It's still a group of ladies getting together for some light refreshments, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry that it's stressful for you to just think about it, but I was trying to involve you and make you feel like, you were part of it. If it's too stressful for you, no problem.
Oh, God, that's so passive-aggressive. If it's too stressful.
Yes, it was super passive-aggressive.
No
But
problem.
the worst part was at the end where she's like, oh, that calendar idea they had for online sign-up to have bring her a meal. Well, like everybody slacks off, and when they do, who's going to pick it up? You? I'd highly doubt it, since you can't even be bothered to give an opinion on an invitation. And I'm like, what? I haven't been talked to like that since my sister, and that's my sister, so she has a free pass. But this bitch, I'm sorry.
Talk about the fact that
this is the real problem. Because let me make it clear. I have made my peace with the end of this relationship. That's not why I'm asking y'all for help. I've been struggling for 2 years to talk to my friends and tell them how much it really hurt me and how much it hurts me that they've been completely apathetic about it. And they've been playing what one of them calls Switzerland, playing neutral because they don't want to take sides.
Who's that one?
But by the way, all of these, what Emily hasn't said yet is that all of these friends of hers have been introduced to the woman in question through her. Like she was the one person that introduced everyone. So all of these friends know her because of Emily.
Yeah,
so they were Emily's friends first.
Years of history, and I introduced her to them, and I was happy at that time. I was young, I was naive. I was like, oh, we're all going to be friends and super close, and we were. I just never thought that one would backstab me like that to my face in front of all of them, and none of them would say anything. I'm really struggling with, am I being immature? Am I being too sensitive? Should I expect them to stand up for me, or should I just let it go? I just can't. Like I told Sim earlier, I'm pulled back to that quote by, the late great Martin Luther King, which is like, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And I just can't let it go on that. I've talked to my therapist, I've talked to my husband, and I just need some relatable, like, unqualified, but qualified. You are so qualified.
Oh, God.
I need your advice.
Oh, my
I love
God.
your show. And
I love you so much.
I would really appreciate your honest opinion. And if you tell me, Emily, grow up, let it go, that's fine. I need to know what to do because I don't trust my own gut.
I've had a few friends that have hurt me on a fundamental level, like your friends. And I, after a little bit of time, I kind of, I have them back in my life. And I tell you what, it feels so good. But I will say in that, and I'm not saying that's your solution, but for me, it feels unbelievably great. Like I won. Like the dudes didn't win. The dudes that I cared for and whatever, and it has to do with all kinds of stuff that, I can't talk about in the podcast or whatever. But I feel really grateful to have some of my female friends that I really missed, that I felt did me wrong, back in my life. And we talked it out, but we don't talk about it anymore. Instead, we watch The Bachelor. So
you're saying don't bring it up, just let it go.
I think if you feel like you can be strong enough and you want this, you know what it comes down to? It comes down to if you want this person in your life,
of course they do.
Then yes, then totally, then just forgive, let go, because life is too short, I think. And
I know.
And you're going to feel so good when you hold her hand, and you're going to be like, you know what? I love you, and I miss you, and that, like how could that not feel good?
No, it feels. I mean, these girls are my soulmates. I love them. I just, for me, and tell me if this is silly. I guess I feel like there should. I feel terrible saying it. Maybe some loyalty.
Yeah.
If they really love me, then I just don't understand why they can't at least even talk to me about it in the real sense, as in, you know, yeah, that fucking bitch, you know, she really did you wrong, you know. But they're such classy girls, you know, that they will stick to their guns and just say, you know, well, you know, if you guys ever make up, I don't want to burn bridges, or, you know,
right, like, so no one's having your back.
If they did the same thing to me.
That's the thing. No one has her back.
Yeah, and it feels wrong.
Yeah.
And
that makes
so my
complete
question
sense.
is, like, I want these girls in my life.
But do they have your back privately? With, like, when you talk to them individually, do they say, "Hey, listen, you know what? You're totally right about this. I don't know what the deal is with, I don't know her name, but, like, do they ever say to you privately, like, look, you're totally right about this," or they don't say anything to you at all, because they are maintaining the Switzerland status?
This is the hard part. One of them said to me, quote, you know, loose quote, "I am prepared for her to do the same thing to me. I just accept my friends as they are."
Oh.
And I just, y'all, it broke my heart when I heard that. Again, I was like, oh my God, I think this woman's amazing. And I love her so much. And I've known her since I was, you know, forever. But when she said that, I just thought, oh my God, I'm questioning everything now. You know, like, I question decisions on things, even though I respect you so much. And I feel like at 31, I feel really old. I feel like I've gone through a lot, and, you know, I've just had my first child, and I'm reevaluating my whole life. But I'm being very selective about the people that I keep in my life, and I want these women in my life. But I feel like I need to talk to them and tell them how I feel. But I'm so afraid of running the risk of them becoming defensive and losing what I have. So do I, you know, sacrifice growth? Or do I just let it go and just, you know, enjoy it as it is?
So here's the thing. On a fundamental level, when you wake up in the morning and think about the people that have made you feel good versus the people, and I do think that it can be this simple, versus the people that make you feel bad, I think you need to really analyze that. Like, who makes you, who do you have, like, a little bit of, who makes you feel bad because they're passive aggressive, or they just make you feel small, or they make you feel less than, and then who are the people in your life that make you feel good and of value, and how you sort of, because there's too much. You can't waste too much time on people that make you feel bad. But a good manipulative person, it is very hard to recognize, I think.
I know. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, because that's. I mean, they're so good at hiding it.
Yeah.
Disguising it.
Yeah.
And she was really good. I mean, I fell for it until she showed her true colors, and then I was like, see ya. But they haven't seen it yet, which I'm happy for them, because I love them. I care about them. I would never want them to have to deal with that. But
how are you? Okay. So let's say, hypothetically, you broke up with all of your girlfriends, right? Are you going to be like, what's your level of loneliness? I mean, because it's a lonely thing.
Well, the thing is, one of them, you know, she's a pilot, so she's all over the world. I barely ever see her. She comes to visit me, you know, just to see me. She's that close of a friend, but we have a long distance relationship. I could not live without her, though. She's amazing. She's like my sister, and I have a sister. the other one, she is a self-proclaimed, recluse where she just will forget to call people. And so I don't really see her either. When I moved outside of the Houston city limits into a little suburb outside, I made new friends. I don't have a problem meeting people. I love talking, obviously, and I'm easy to get to know. So I've made more relationships, and in some ways they're more substantial because I feel like we had a fresh start, and there wasn't anything clouding it like there is here. But these girls, I have a lot of history with, and they were with me through some really hard times in my life. So I feel like I have an allegiance to them.
This is Shane talking. I understand because I went through a thing like 3 or 4 years ago where I had my group of friends, and they were my friends for 10 years, and I'd hang out with them every weekend. But then I had a similar thing happen where I felt like some of them didn't have my back, but I didn't know how to bring it up because I didn't want them to get mad at me and think I'm an asshole. And I also didn't want to lose half of them because the other half of them I didn't have a problem with. It was very complicated. And it kind of just naturally happened where I started meeting other friends who were at the same level as me, like thoughtfulness-wise, because you sound very thoughtful. And the problem with being a thoughtful person is you expect everybody else to be as thoughtful as you, and they're fucking not.
Exactly.
So these girls aren't as thoughtful as you, and you're going to try to have them see that, but they're never going to see that. And so you need to just keep meeting new people, and then you'll find new people who are thoughtful, or maybe there already are people in your life who are thoughtful. And just because you slowly wean out of those old friendships doesn't mean like that history is gone. That history is still there. You still have those memories. But like, some friends are branches, and they're going to be on the tree forever, and some are leaves, and they're going to come and go. And, these ones sound a little bit emotionally crippled and unavailable, and you need more than that. And also, from my experience, when people say that they're in Switzerland, they're lying and they're siding with the other person secretly.
You.
That's
and they're shit.
wow.
Switzerland was totally with Germany.
Okay.
They're total shit talkers. Like Switzerland people are total shit talkers, and they're like, "Oh my god, no, I'm going to be Switzerland," which means they're talking about you with your other friends behind your back, being like, "Oh my god, she's so overreacting. Oh my god, I can't deal anymore. I hate it. She's so annoying." Like that's my experience. Where like they'll be like, "Oh no, Shane, like we're not going to take any sides." It's like, "No, you've taken a side, just not my side," and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, by not taking a side,
they're taking the other one. Yeah, and you can feel that, which is why you're so frustrated and why it's weighing so heavily on your heart. That's why, because secretly they took the other side.
And also though, please know that I'm 39 and nobody takes sides at my age.
Yeah.
Because nobody's interested.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm at that point too, and I just it's just been like Shane said, it's just been bugging me so much because I feel it. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I can tell it's the beginning of the end. And I've just been ignoring it and pushing it aside, and it's just been bothering me so much, I care too much.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA. But listen, here's I don't know if this gives you any hope, but as like, we're all going to change friends. Like everyone, in fact, if we don't, then that's a bad sign.
Yeah. And we're not growing.
Yeah. Like,
but guys, like how do I trust again? And I know that is that's not fair.
Well, it comes down to
you know what, you're doing it because you called our
I feel like my trust capability is diminished. I just don't know if it just hurts so much, and is that wrong of me?
No.
Well, they've been your friends for so long, so of course it's natural. Yeah. They've been your friends for years and years, but guess what? You're 31 now. You've matured, and they haven't matured at the same clip as you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm. And you know what? Yeah, there's going to be heartbreak in friendships, in love, in all of it. But I think that you, I don't know, maybe will you come move in here?
Yes. I'm purchasing my ticket right now. I'll get a babysitter. It's happening.
See, you're funny. I love you.
She seems like a really cool person, by the way.
I know.
Can I ask you a question about...
Oh my gosh, fuck them. I've got new friends.
That's right. Yeah, fuck those bitches.
One thing I'm curious about, because this is what I did with my friends at the time who I was considering dropping, and what I did was I was like, you know what? I'm not going to text them. If they want to see me, if they want to talk to me, if they want to hang out, I'm going to see if they text me, because I'm always the one that's I'm always the one that's texting them. I'm always the one creating the hangouts. And it was so shocking and a slap in the face of reality when I realized none of them texted me. And I was the one holding on to the friendship. I'm the one trying to keep the friendship going. And I'm like, wait, maybe they kind of want out too. And maybe we all kind of want out, but nobody's really doing anything about it. Do you think if you didn't text these people, would they be reaching out to you a lot?
It's so funny, Shane, that you say that, because I let it go. I mean, I didn't have a choice. I just had a baby. So I'm constantly distracted. And I completely forgot about them, which has been great because I haven't really thought about it. It wasn't until this week where 2 of them reached out to me. Not the one in question, the one that caused all the drama, but the other 2 reached out to me, and it reminded me, wait, it brought back all the feelings. And then I thought, okay, they're still here. I need to do something. I'm calling Anna. This is, fuck it. I wasted enough time here. Let's get professional help. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, they've got their own lives. I mean, that's what happens when you start a family, or, you move on. And apparently they have. And I think you guys are right. I think these relationships, I have to be okay with them just being
Yes.
more casual than having any substance anymore.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So
For sure.
it
Because
sucks. It sucks. I'm going to
It
have
does.
to really meditate on that. So yeah.
But yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No, and it's
'Cause-
okay. But that's what I knew you guys were going to say that. I just really wanted to hear it again from an unbiased party. I pay my therapist, and my husband loves me, so they're probably going to spare my feelings. But I love the show. I love how brutally honest you guys can be with such endearing feelings, and it's so relatable. And I just thought, okay, you know what? I'm just going to call and ask.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
really appreciate
the
your
most
time.
important people in your life right now should be your husband, your child, your family, and Shane, Anna, and me.
And Anna, yeah.
So
Can we rearrange the order right there?
But
Y'all are at the top now.
But truly though, like as women, we don't always treat each other all that well, like in terms
No,
of
we
friendships.
don't.
And I have two female friendships, and that makes me feel kind of sad. But I also know that in terms of time and like husband and like the whole other thing, like we just don't have the time, and it fucking sucks. But I love you. Will you please move to Los Angeles?
I love you too, and I'm filing for divorce tomorrow and moving out there. But
You're funny.
I hear that you can marry people, right? Can you marry you and I together?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
there we go. This is the second person that's asked you on the air.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah.
I remember that from one of the first podcasts.
Yes.
It was
Oh my
awesome.
God, Emily, you're amazing.
Hey, Emily, we had so much fun hanging out with you tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Thank
catch
you.
up with you. Because
Sorry?
I want to catch up with you later, like maybe
Okay,
one on
let's do
one,
it.
like without being
Oh, I
recorded.
love
Emily,
that.
Emily will be in touch, and Anna and you guys can talk on your own. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be like.
Can I
because-
say something real quick to Shane? Just real quick.
Sure.
I watched your last podcast, and I just want to say how sorry I am about your friend Christina. I didn't watch her on The Voice, and I don't know you, and I don't know her, but gosh, I'm just so sorry. And in the wake of everything that's happened just in recent days with everything, and I don't want to bring a sad note to such a special evening for me, but I had to say I'm so sorry. I am really, really sorry.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to a stranger about their silly issues tonight. I
No.
really appreciate it.
No issues
because,
are silly.
Yeah, I mean, like, my friends mean the world to me, so I totally understand. I mean, I don't understand what you're going through, but I'm sure it's awful, and my prayers and thoughts are with you right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's really sweet, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, we love you. We want to
love
be
you.
in touch.
Oh, I love y'all too so much. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. Like, oh my gosh, I was peeing more than I did in my third trimester tonight, waiting for y'all's call. I had no idea how nervous I was going to be.
Well, I have a feeling. I have a feeling our listeners are really going to love you. So
Yeah, I love you.
Oh God,
I could not adore you more. Thank you, Emily.
Thanks,
so much.
Emily.
Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
bye.
So Emily did bring up a really good point, though. I'm really sorry about I don't know. I just like all the, oh golly, all the gun violence.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it also makes you think about it's so funny she brought that up because I was like,
It is really funny.
We're
Let's
talking
give it-
hilarious. So let's cackle about it. No, but it is interesting because I was like, oh, we're talking about dealing with friends and losing friends, and and little problems seeming so big, and it's crazy to think that literally tomorrow they could be gone.
Yeah.
Or it's just it's interesting, but it is good to question whether or not you want your friends in your life and if they're making you happy, like you said. Because sometimes I'll think about it, I'm like, oh, this friend is making me sad. Why do I keep being around this friend? Oh, because I'm afraid to leave them? Why? You should just get rid of people that make you sad. Life is short.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You're completely right. Yeah. Life is short.
Well-
And that, like, who are the people that are going to make you feel okay? And how do I also make my dear friends feel good
Right.
as well?
I think passive aggressiveness is like, for me,
It's awesome.
That's get
That's
out.
like kind of
Bye.
one of your strengths.
No, like, yeah, like you said, like passive aggressive friends, like you get rid of them. You
Yeah,
have
come
to.
on. Will you be like passive aggressive right now?
With you?
Yeah. Do you want me to start first?
Yeah, you start.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, it has been so amazing that you've been here. It's so weird though that you're like, I don't know, like, did you mean to sort of like kind of half shave or like
Oh,
you're,
yeah. Well,
Yeah?
I knew I didn't want to like dress nice because I knew you wouldn't. So like I wanted to like wear a hoodie because I knew like you would. So I wore something shapeless, just like to match it.
Okay, so now did you elect to have a small dick or was that like or is that like just natural?
I mean, I asked the doctor to cut it off mainly because I knew that you preferred small dicks because you have just a tiny little mouth, and which is crazy because you have such a big mouth. Like you talk a lot, but like you have a tiny like physical mouth.
Yes.
Which is cute. It's like tiny.
Oh my God, it means I can suck harder.
Yeah, right. Which is why I wanted just the tiniest.
Which is why I'm super popular.
Yeah. Well, at a time, Yeah.
Okay. So now when your parents first said you were funny, did you actually believe it or?
Yeah. It's kind of like, how like your parents are probably like, oh, like you're so pretty. Yeah, you're so talented. Like they'd like feed you all these, bullshit or like, compliments. I guess it's like the same thing. Like, my parents are dead. Anyways, no, they're alive.
Okay, so I know you're wearing headphones, but I don't know where I'm going. This is horrible. I hate being the worst version of like the worst of the
Please
worst.
be.
I feel like you could have totally hit me harder and you didn't.
That would never
you were
be me.
kind.
What would I say?
Shane's a
Come
you know what, Shane,
on,
you're
you
a really
kidding?
you're a really sweet person. You're a really good guy.
I'm 39.
Why do you?
like
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. You bring it up a lot, which because I know what I bring up a lot about myself because I love being self-deprecating. But you bring up the same few things, but I'm curious if it's real or if that's just like you're not old, you're young, and you're like, why do you? What's going on?
By the way, she's speechless right now. She doesn't even know how to answer this question. Look at her right now. She's struggling for the words.
And you have such a young vibe, and you're like still hot and young.
Really?
I just don't understand.
Hot?
Yeah,
How hot?
like 7. No, somebody asked me recently. I was like in a dating situation, and somebody like jokingly said a number that they were, and I was like, "No, you're 7." And then I was just like, "Oh my God, he just said that out loud." So now I don't do that anymore. But no, I don't know. Don't be fucking hard on yourself, and you're the best. Ugh.
Okay, but wait. I feel like you should revise a little bit.
Okay.
She wants that number up.
Right, 9.6.
9.6. You happy with that?
Ted. Perfect Ted.
Okay, but I kind of want some specific.
Oh, right, like more like specific things. Good titties.
I mean, not really.
Just a
And-
tiny little body. It's so small. Is that good?
It's
I
the
don't know.
tiniest. It means my pussy's super tight.
Very, very small. Did you have that kid yourself?
Barely.
We had to squeeze out.
I mean, my pussy is still one of the tightest in Hollywood. We did a whole measurement thing,
Oh
like
my God.
all the
were you-
agencies.
Who are the top tightest pussies?
Well, okay, so top tightest pussies
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Julia Roberts.
Number one is Julia Roberts.
No.
Cameron Manheim.
No, I'm just telling you who the competition. And then,
Okay. Who was competing? Who was
Okay.
competing? Right.
okay. So Julia Roberts, Charlize Theron,
No.
Reese Witherspoon,
Okay.
Yes. Tight.
Anna Faris,
Yeah.
and
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Did you say Mayim Bialik?
No.
Yes. So then we all had to do like this weird vaginal test.
Oh.
Where, because, whose pussy's tighter?
Right.
So they stuffed something up there.
What do they stuff up there?
God, do I really have to tell you
No,
something?
you don't have to say it.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you. They stuffed a small teddy bear,
Okay.
but that was sort of like hermetically sealed and with a condom. And they stuffed it up our pussies. And we all, like, they measured with like a weird thing, like how tight our pussies were.
Okay. So who has the tightest pussy?
You guys.
I mean, it's you.
got-
Obviously.
you got it, right? You got it.
I mean,
Well, you don't have to be. Don't be modest. Just tell us the truth. Who got the tightest pussy?
well, I don't really want to say it's me, but it totally was me.
It was you. I knew it was you. Who had the fattest pussy though?
By fat, do you mean like lumptious?
Just like just like a handful.
I'll probably say it's me as well.
Did you win in every pussy category?
Listen, I haven't won a ton of major awards. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified.
We're calling Maria.
Maria.
She's the one that took your baby. Anyways, it's a story from Maria.
Maria took your baby? She's in Chicago, and she's 24.
That's why I had my baby at 35. Oh. Do you want a baby?
No.
Hello.
Hey, Maria.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Maria. It's Anna.
Hi, Anna. How are you?
Shane
I'm
Dawson is
good.
here, too. Say hi, Shane.
Hi,
Hi,
Maria.
Shane.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, can you
Yes.
hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, Maria, you're getting married next month, so
And we're
congratulations.
first of all, we're so
Thank
happy to
you.
talk to you, and this is so amazing. I love it that you're getting married next month.
And we're calling you because you're nervous about something. Talk to us.
I am. So I am getting married to the most wonderful man ever. He's just the best, and I could gush, and I won't because that's boring for everyone.
No, I do want to
but-
share a small gush.
The reason I'm calling is because after we get married, it's going to be the first time that we have sex with each other, and ever.
Ever. You both you're both
Yeah,
virgins.
ever.
Oh, I just got so excited. I'm so ready for this.
Shane is ready to dispense some incredible advice. Keep talking, Maria.
Yeah. So I guess there's many other ways to kind of be intimate and enjoy each other, and so it's not like we're have only ever kissed or something like that. But this is definitely new territory, and it's something that we're excited about, and just kind of this new aspect of our sexuality. And I just would love some advice on how to make it something that's really fun and something that's open between us. So I'd love to hear from you guys about that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited for you because,
I
oh my
know.
gosh, it's like walking into the soup plantation. And if you don't have one where you live, I'll explain it. It's like a hometown buffet, but it's all salad and lots of toppings, lots of dressings. And if I could walk into the soup plantation again for the first time, are you fucking kidding me? The amount of salad I'd get. So I think, so wait, what have you guys done? So you've done what, like blowjobs and stuff? That's kind of what you were insinuating?
Yes,
Okay.
and like hand stuff, and I don't know.
So wait, you
I
truly?
feel like we're pretty good at it. Like,
So wait, you really have not ever have like broken your hymen?
well, I mean, like that like that happens whether you have sex or not. I used to be a ballet dancer, but no.
Okay, so oh my God, I'm so jealous.
Hymen envy. Well, wait. I feel like you shouldn't be worried about like how to spice it up and have fun, all this stuff. I think the first time is going to be
they're gonna have
amazing.
the best time, don't you think?
Yeah, the first time's going to be amazing.
They should record it and then we'll
Oh my god!
podcast it.
Videotape it. That would go viral. That would pay for the honeymoon. No, and I think, but I also think that it's fun. Where now, like, you guys can like do it for the first time and like see how great it was, and then you guys can go to a sex store together and be like, look at all these crazy things. Well, maybe don't go too fast. You don't want to get bored. But oh my god, you shouldn't be nervous at all. You should just be excited. What do you want?
You
tips?
think?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so romantic. I just think, I think definitely use lube, but also take
Yes.
it slow and romantic.
Don't use spit. He'll get a raw dick and it'll like cut,
Yes.
and he'll think
Yeah,
it's herpes, and it's
for
not,
sure,
and it
for
happens
sure.
to everybody.
Oh.
Wait, don't use what? I couldn't hear you.
Don't use spit because there's bacteria in spit. Anyways,
Oh God.
Yeah.
No. I have lube. I am prepared. So okay, that's good advice, though.
Oh, and so how will you feel sexy? Do you have like cute little lingerie? Like,
Yeah, so someone I had a bachelorette party. We actually went to Vegas. It was really fun. And I got some lingerie. For some reason, my mom seems to think that I am like incapable of being sexy and that I'm just
What?
gonna like lounge around. I don't know what. So, no, it's just like been the funniest thing because I think because we've never really talked about this in depth before, she just like is worried that we've been together for a while too, that I'm just gonna be like complacent and like not do anything. So she has like consistently been like dropping hints to be like, oh well, you know, you have to wear like sexy things. And she actually bought me a nightie or whatever you call them, and it's really cute. But it was just so funny that she's so concerned. I promise I'm not like that.
no, but I love that because, you know, I love it that you're like, it is a very weird conversation between a mother and daughter that they have. Like, it's like, wow, what, you know. But, okay, so I am really excited about this experience for you guys.
Yeah, I want to see your pictures. I want to like think about you guys having sex.
No.
What's your Facebook?
I do not support this
You
part.
don't? You don't
No.
want... When I hear this story...
You can totally stalk me. I'm
what's
a
your-
creepy stalker too.
I want to
so.
find...
I'll give him your Facebook after the show. I'm not going to do it on the air.
Can you make sure, though? Because this is
Okay,
my...
yeah, I can send you we have like a little, like, dorky little wedding website. You
Love
can look
it.
at that.
Sounds very hot. Now, can you guys do one thing for me? Because this is my thing. While he's in you, and he's on top of you, and he's
Wait,
drilling
he's
into
on
you,
top
drilling
of-
into you.
Okay, wait.
Hammering.
Wait,
Piping,
wait,
really.
before, don't put it
Wait,
on
wait,
her.
wait.
Put it on me.
Okay, right.
Okay.
I'm
so
drilling
he's
into
you're drilling into me.
And then I look into her eyes. I put my finger on her chin, kind of like a little chin up kid.
Yeah.
I kiss her on the forehead and I go, I love you. Can you just make sure he does that to you just once?
Okay, so wait, you are penetrating me,
Yes.
and then you kiss my forehead.
Yes. Like Miracle on 34th Street.
And then you said,
I love you. And then you look
Or-
back up at him and you say, I love you. Keep going. I love that.
that's what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
No, because you know what my other thought was going to be?
Uh-oh. What?
My other thought was going to be, oh, Santy,
Ew.
bring me my wishes.
So yeah, can you like film it?
I don't know if I'm quite there yet.
Maria,
Okay,
it doesn't
I get
sound
it.
like you have any reason to be nervous at all. It sounds like you should have every reason to be
I know.
excited and celebrate this.
Sounds
Yeah,
wonderful.
you're making me feel. I don't know. I guess it's just because it's this new thing. We've been together for 5 years, and so we've gotten into. We know what we can do well, and we have that down. And so, kind of opening up this brand new thing just feels way more vulnerable. And I'm like, what if it's? I mean, okay, so we've talked about the fact that it's probably not going to be like great for me, at least for the first like few times, and so we're prepared for like that possibility. But I think
Anna
new.
wants to say something. She wants to say something
Okay.
very badly right now about that.
okay, do it.
Well, I think you're right that it's not going to feel necessarily great, but I want you to feel like sexually free, and in a way that my mom and like people of my mom's generation couldn't feel, and that that was always a disappointment. So I don't know. I just want you to check back in with us, if you don't mind.
So you want her to have sex and then like email us right after?
Yes.
like that night, just like call you right after and just email you guys.
What's your Snapchat?
'Cause it just might take a minute before like a full orgasm happens. I don't know.
What position are you guys planning?
Do you guys think that through already, or you're just gonna see how it goes?
No, I think we'll just see how it goes. I don't know. We have not talked specifics.
It's going to be amazing because you stuck to your guns and you waited, and nobody does that anymore. And like the universe is going to like reward you for that. So it's not going to go bad at all.
Hey, Maria, we have to go though. But seriously, we're so happy for you. Congratulations on getting married.
You.
Congratulations on having sex, and we're all excited for you. And Shane and Anna really want some. They want
details.
You to. Yeah. So
details.
When you're ready to give us details, you have my email address, and I will forward that email to Shane.
And also, congratulations. We're so happy for
And when
you.
I'm ready to delve into pornography, I'll definitely let you guys know.
Good job.
But you have no
but
reason to be
really,
nervous.
though-
You have every reason to be excited, and we wish you the best of
and
luck.
Thank you so much for calling, and also
Thank you guys. You are wonderful. So
love
I
you.
really appreciate getting to talk
and-
to you.
Also, congratulations on everything.
Thanks,
All right,
Maria.
well, have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Let's wrap it. Let's wrap it up right now, real quick. We're gonna thank our guest.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
All right, let's watch it. Sim.
I love that. I can't stop thinking about her having sex with her husband for the first time. That sounds so cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's very creepy. You guys are on the same page as me. Come on.
We are for sure.
good.
But Shane, seriously, and I'm being serious right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it's so true.
We had a really great time.
It was a wild night.
And so, Shane, why don't you tell everyone where? I'm sure everyone already knows where to find you, but if they don't, they can find you on
They're
YouTube
pretty.
at Shane Dawson, and your Twitter is at Shane Dawson as well.
Yeah,
I'm guessing, and your
everything
Instagram,
is-
everything is at Shane Dawson.
Yeah, Shane Dawson.
Just like everything is at Unqualified. So please follow us there on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Soon to be Snapchat, I'm hoping. And please subscribe and leave us a review. And Anna, you're the best.
Sim. I don't know why I feel mad.